Hi there guys, Yan2295 here, and before I get into the video, I'd like to thank Silentc0re for giving me the video idea, and so I'll link his channel in the description, and I'll also link the website too, so let's get started. The first thing that Yan2295 says on his website is the location of GTA 6, and here's what Leslie Benzie says about that. Where is it going to be set is the first question. Then that defines the missions. You're doing different things in LA than in New York or Miami. The map and story get worked up together. So that's what Leslie Menzies has to say about it. And so Yan2295 says that we can eliminate Liberty City because that was in GTA 4 and Los Angeles because that was for GTA 5. And he says that Vice City is a possible setting, but here's what Leslie Menzies says about that. It is always a possibility to revisit Vice City. There are a few references to the city in our current gen GTA, so it is part of the HD universe, and is certainly somewhere we would love to revisit. However, Vice City, perhaps more than any other GTA game, was as much about the era as the setting. Miami in the 1980s is so iconic, it would feel strange to revisit the city in a different time period. So then he says Las Venturas and San Fierro are possible, but Las Venturas is impossible because the theme for that city is money, but San Fierro is possible because it's a more neutral city. And he also says Chicago or Detroit or maybe even North Yankton. He says, and it could be set in Mexico too, but or maybe in the UK or something. But here's what Leslie Benzie says about cities out of America. I think there are plenty of great stories we could tell about the UK. Great environments to showcase, great gameplay mechanics that could have a UK bent to them. I just don't think it would be GTA necessarily. But my own personal feeling is that GTA is America. With this game, I think we're very happy with the location. It lets us do something iconic. So that's what Leslie Benzie says about it. And second, he says the era. So two GTAs out of five, not including the GTA Liberty City stories and GTA Vice City stories, were set in other than times other than the present. So he says that it would be weird to go back to the past since in GTA 5 we had a phone and everything, so less technology and stuff. And the next thing that Ian says is the protagonist. So or maybe protagonist or something, depending on how many. But for GTA, he says that for Rockstar they tried something new for GTA 5, but at the same time, the game wasn't as long. So it only had 69 missions, and that was the shortest GTA of all. And if you create one single protagonist, so you could develop it more. And Yan also says this. Like with every other like with every GTA, the female protagonist theory returns. But is that really possible? According to the FBI's data, major crimes are mostly committed by men. About 70%, 75% of male men against 25% female commit crimes. Additionally, certain situations might be rather unrealistic with a female protagonist, such as fighting with bare hands. In 2013, Dan Houser explained why GTA 5 had no female protagonist. The logic can be applied to every GTA. The concept of being masculine was so key to the story, Leslie Benzie said. So, as he also said, Jans then said the return of the first-person mode. So, he said that it was introduced in PS4, Xbox One, PC, and the FPS and the first-person mode requires a lot of new animations and interiors of vehicles and stuff. So, here's what a Rockstar employee says about a question about that. So, the question was, are you only doing first-person games now? I have always loved Rockstar games, partly because they are third-person games, and here's what a Rockstar employee says. Absolutely not. We are excited by the response to our first effort to a first-person experience, but remain committed to a third-person and games and may not use first-person as a camera option in the future. We do like to, whenever possible, give people options so they can play the game the way they like. So that's what the Rockstar employee thing said, and um, he says with the multiplayer, with the phenomenal success of GTA Online, we could see a multiplayer mode, and it, and you probably won't be able to transfer characters over there since Rockstar don't wanna make everyone have a progression and everything, and hopefully it works the second that the game comes out, and we can already speculate that there will be microtransactions, also known as shark cards, will return, which is unfortunate. But anyway, the platform GTA 6 releases on, and he says undoubtedly on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with more interesting performances than GTA 5 on these consoles since it was a port. We can then expect the game running at 60 frames per second against 3 for GTA 5 and 1080p. We could even go up to speculate that the game could be in 4K on these consoles. This resolution being increasingly popular, it may soon be the standard in gaming. So he says about PC that PC is the least popular platform because it doesn't have as many sold copies as their console counterparts, and there's also a lot of modders and everything on there, but who knows what Rockstar could do with that. They can make a better anti-cheat or something, but with GTA 6, that it could be released we could get an announcement in 2018 or 2019, and with Rockstar's pattern, they release a non-GTA game, and then they release it, and then they make an announcement, but but GTA 6 will probably be delayed a few times, just like GTA 5 was and GTA 4. So yeah, and the last one that he says is the consequences of Leslie Benzie's dismissal. So this will be long, but I'll read it. You know it. Leslie Benzies, who was the president of Rockstar North, is no longer at Rockstar since 2014. This may have some impact on GTA 6. Leslie was one of the few people who worked on the game from the beginning to the end. He touched almost all phases of the game, and has had a say on everything. Of course, GTA is born thanks to a team, and not because of one person, but Leslie did more than anyone else. We even noticed a change of style in the GTA Online updates created after his departure. There is also the fact that Leslie and his team were working on a DLC for the single player. DLC that was apparently cancelled after his departure. The new contents made for GTA Online are exclusive to multiplayer. Again, since the departure of Leslie, basically GTA 5 single player has been abandoned. Based on these facts, it is questionable whether GTA 6 will be more focused on multiplayer. Very worrying situation for longtime fans of the GTA series. So that was Yan's article, and I'll link it in the description, like I said. And I hope you enjoy the video. Enjoyed it. Peace.